Is TSLP the daddy of TSLY? Is this a bigger brother? Is this a better version of TSLY? Huh? Maybe. Let's check it out. This is Mike, the tactical stock scalper. All right, all right. I've been interested in TSLP. I don't own any shares currently. I've just been watching it since its inception, as its dividend is equal or very close to that of Tesla. Now, the share prices are massively different. However, TSLP, in their prospectus, unless they change it, seeks to uh, not only give out a nice payment of, currently like 57 cents, right? It also seeks to get share price appreciation from something that's volatile, like Tesla. So let's look at this. Here's TSLP for the last month. And we see, since its inception, it has gone up. What has Tesla done? I mean, it's a pretty stark comparison, if you ask me, you know. So I am definitely keeping TSLP on my radar and watching it and how it performs, because with something like Tesla that is volatile up and down, I think it's great to be able to capture some of that upside. Now, again, it's a covered call strategy, much like TSLY. However, they must be doing them further out to of the money to capture some of this upside, which is, I think, fantastic, because with something like Tesla, she is a freight train, right? She will rip up and rip down. And if you can, we know we're going to capture all the downside, but it is great to capture some upside. And if the dividend stays where it's at or close to Tesla, man, it's going to be hard to beat TSLP. So we don't have a lot of information here yet on TSLP, just because it's been out a month. So it's worth watching, I think. I mean, if you want to buy shares or whatever, that's obviously up to you. But I think it's worth watching to see how TSLP diverges from TSLY, particularly if they're sharing the same amount of dividend. Now, the price difference, is something to consider. But it started around, what, $24, right? So, I mean, Tesla started right around $20. So it's not a huge difference there as far as price. But look at this movement. Since Tesla's went up, it's captured $4. That's pretty massive, depending upon how many. I mean, can you imagine, how many shares, depending on, you would have for free from your profits if you'd have bought in at inception? Pretty cool. So I think TSLP is definitely worth watching, and something I'm going to keep on my radar. Also got the markets. Let's go here to a daily time frame. As you see here, it's a slow day today. As you see down there on the volume, just as expected. It's a half day, the day after Thanksgiving. Not much to be expected from movement today. Still waiting to see if we get any kind of pullback so I can average into JEPY or QQQY. We're just here consolidating in this area, this 455 to 450-ish, and we're trying to see what will happen next week. I still got money on the sidelines, still waiting for a pullback. Let's check out the Qs. Oh, that's QQQY. We will come back to you, sweetheart. Let's look at the Qs, though. All right, here we are. Again, we had is this the top that we got the day before Thanksgiving? You see that long wick down on the Qs right there on the daily time frame. Is it going to come back down? Now, look how far it's stretched from all these moving averages, right? The stocks want to, kind of go back to their mean at times. So, and they don't like to get too stretched away from their EMAs. So, the EMAs are all curling up and racing up towards this price. But we'll see what happens. So I'm looking to average into my QQQY position. Hope, if we get a drop here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. And I'll be looking for the 385 to 380 area to try to get in and see what happens then. I do think, just from my experience so far, that QQQY and JEPY, just just for me and my plan, seem to be better than some of the others. I mean, I think the plan that they have in place is solid, of selling puts on an index. Like the Nasdaq, right? That goes up the majority of the time since its inception. Yes, it's going to have bad years, bad weeks, bad months, whatever, but over time, these markets always go up, and that's just a proven fact. And I think it's just a great business model that Defiance has with QQQY and JEPY. I mean, if Warren Buffett sells puts on indexes, it's probably a good plan to follow. But anyway, back to the premise of the video. I'm keeping my eye on TSLP and see how it's going to perform over the next month or two, and see if there's any kind of major divergences between that and TSLY. This is Mike, Tactical Stock Scalper, out.